What's up everyone, Game Master 468 here, and this is my 4-year anniversary special! That's right everyone, I've been making videos here on YouTube for over 4 years now. That is a really long time. As always, I want to thank each and every single one of you for watching my videos and supporting me for all of these years. I know I don't upload videos as often as I used to, and I really am sorry for that. Now, as you probably noticed by now, this year's anniversary special is not a walkthrough, but in fact, a My Thoughts video. Usually whenever I do these anniversary specials, I'll do a walkthrough of a Jimmy Neutron game, because Jimmy Neutron was my very first walkthrough. That's the first walkthrough I've ever done on this channel, the Jimmy Neutron PC game. I was considering doing the Jimmy Neutron movie game for the PS2, but I wasn't feeling too confident that I would get that done in time. And I kind of honestly didn't really feel like playing that game, so there's that. And I haven't beaten Attack of the Twonkies yet at the time of recording this, so there's really only one other Jimmy Neutron game that I have. Jet Fusion. Jet Fusion is a game based off the Jimmy Neutron movie with the same name. And I can already hear you guys screaming, "Ew, a movie licensed game. Movie licensed games are awful, meh." And to that I say, shut up. Because I played some pretty awesome movie licensed games. So the argument that all movie-based games are awful is just kind of dumb to me. I remember getting this game right around when it first came out, and if I remember correctly, I think I played the game before I even saw the movie. And to be honest, I don't really remember what I thought about the game. I just remember being very confused by what was going on. Like, I was just wandering through the level, and then all of a sudden this door opened and I could move on. And I haven't touched the game since. It's been a good few years since I played this game, and I think it might be best to just start the game over from the beginning. I mean, I don't remember where I left off, so if I just continued from where I was, it might just raise even more confusion. Jet confusion. So, let's get this little guy started and see how it holds up after all these years. So after our logo montage, we get the most riveting title screen in video game history. Doesn't that get your blood flowing? Doesn't that just get you so pumped to play this game? Oh man, I know I get goosebumps every time I see it. But what's even more riveting is this opening cutscene. The game begins with Professor Calamitous plotting an evil scheme to destroy his arch-nemesis, Jimmy Neutron. Cut to the desert where we see our co-star of the game, Jet Fusion, who is currently taking a bit of time to do some rock climbing. Oh, that's nice, do a bit of climbing in the rocky desert, with peace and great ninja! Okay, no, I'm sorry. Can we hear that again? What kind of scream is that? That's like the voice that someone does when they're pretending to act threatened. Oh no, it's Jet Fusion. I am so scared. Oh.
I'm not going to let you fall.
I don't want you to fall. That's why I kicked you over the sledge earlier.
Cut! 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 Who was that with the eagle cry?
So we see that the fight wasn't even a real fight. Jet and this man that he almost killed but didn't not to kill was just recording a fight scene for a movie. A movie about a secret agent played by Jet Fusion himself. But not too long after, we learn that Jet Fusion is also a real secret agent, as he gets a call on his cell phone and parachutes into action.
Get back here! Don't you dare go!
Sorry, buddy. Call me when you write a better script. Seriously, why would I kick him over the edge if I didn't want him to fall? It's just stupid. So we then get a loading screen for our very first level, Lindbergh School. When it finishes loading, we see that Jimmy and his branch are what?
Neutron! Change me back! Please go see Coach Levy.
No, I'm sorry. Can we go back and see how Cindy got turned into a cheese stick? Because I want to know how she got turned into a cheese stick. I mean, I know it's supposed to be hair, but thanks to the power of PS2 graphics, I couldn't really tell. Well, regardless, Jimmy goes to see Coach, totally not a made-up character for the sake of giving this game a tutorial, and talks to him about the field trip to the aquarium.
The turtle?
Yes. And it,
Grew in size?
What Jimmy Neutron hijinks have I been missing out on?
Now, I don't really want to punish you, so why don't you just have a run around here for a bit?
Wait. So Jimmy changed the size of a sea animal, probably causing the glass of the tanks to break, flooding the whole building with water, causing damage to things that may cost a fortune to fix, all because of Jimmy, and he gets off scot-free, all because this guy is too lazy to come up with a legit punishment? What kind of coach are you? Is that how you punish all of your students? You burnt down my house? Yeah. Why would you do that? I'm really sorry, Coach Levy. I got hungry, felt like making some cookies, and then I kinda fell asleep while the oven was on. I have you house sit for 1 hour, and I'll come back to a destroyed house? Do you know how much this will cost to fix? What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm gonna... Well, I don't really feel like punishing you, so... Why don't you just run around my gym in the morning? That's it? Yep, see ya!
Welcome, Jimmy Neutron. Initializing diagnostic mode.
Okay, so we finally start playing the game and daughter just talks to us out of nowhere.
If you walk into a ladder, you will automatically start climbing. Climb that ladder over there. Now.
And we're off. And this is when we're introduced to the main game mechanic. Finding pieces to make gadgets and gizmos. There are 3 different kinds of objects that you need to look out for to complete each level. The yellow dots indicate the whereabouts of tool pieces. When you collect all 3, you can sit down in your thinking, you'll get a new tool for you to use. Tools are basically your weapons, and you're going to need to build all of them in order to advance through the game. The second kind of item you need to find are invention pieces, which are indicated by these blue dots. When you collect 5 invention pieces, Jimmy will put together something that will help him finish the level. These blue pads here is where the end of the level is, and you can't activate them until you've built the invention of that level. For this level, Jimmy needs to build a
virtual world reproduction machine
for his book report, so the logical place to put the end of the level pad is right in front of the exit doors to the school. Wait, what? The third item is Goddard upgrades, which are indicated by these red dots. So, they're evil. I guess. This first one is a shield, but all the other upgrades are really just for minigames in some levels. So we get the invention built, and Jimmy shows it off to the class. He explains how it works using brain talk until eventually, the machine starts to malfunction.
It's not my fault!
Yes it is. So the machine breaks, Jimmy gets sucked up into a purple vortex, and ends up in a Japanese version of Retroville. What? Okay, yeah, sure, that happened. I mean, come on, everyone remembers the part of the movie when Jimmy turned Retroville into Bookland. I mean, come on, you guys know this. It was right before the part when the Care Bears invaded the Mushroom Kingdom and infected Jimmy with sweetener disease, therefore turning him into a cup of chocolate mousse. And then the Fire Nation attacked. Suddenly, Jimmy gets a call on his communicator that he apparently has now.
Who are you, kid? What are you doing on this frequency?
Yeah, hi, sorry. What am I doing on this frequency? Last time I checked, you called me.
No one else has responded, so I'm gonna need your help.
Jet Fusion needs my help?
So, wait, does this take place before the movie, or Wait, the movie was when they first met. And how did Calamitous capture you? Didn't you and Jimmy meet in the same prison cell? And didn't you two escape together? And when is this Bookland stuff happen? What's going on here? Okay, this is something that really bugs me about this game. And that's its storyline. I honestly can't tell if it's trying to follow the movie's plot, or if it's trying to branch off and do its own thing. If they wanted to pull an Amazing Spider-Man and set this game's story after the events of the movie, fine. But that's clearly not what they're doing. As we just saw in this cutscene, this is clearly the first time Jet and Jimmy have ever spoken to each other. Okay, well, movie games tend to add things that weren't in the movie, you know, to make the game longer, so is this Bookland randomness just filler and we'll get to the movie's plot later? Nope. This is literally the whole game. Jimmy trying to get Rizzo back to normal, while at the same time trying to save Jet Fusion in a way that doesn't even follow the movie whatsoever. If you want to make a game out of the movie, fine. If you want to branch out and make your own storyline, fine. But you can't do both at the same time. Either you keep the story close to the movie, or you branch out and make up your own storyline for the game. But regardless of all that, our objective is still clear. Return Retroville to its normal state. Oh yeah, and we'll probably save Jet Zone down the road, I don't know. And we begin the first official level of the game. Like I stated earlier, our goal is to find all of the tool and invention pieces to advance through the game. Only now we have a whole neighborhood to explore. That's actually something I really like about this game. The levels, although very linear, are very well designed. These levels are very big, and they usually take me a while to complete. Most of the levels are very open, and they're really fun to explore. You'll be spending quite a long time trying to find how to get to these invention pieces. Even in these first few levels. Well, it did for me anyway, mostly because I didn't think to look at my map to find these invention pieces. Derp! But the map doesn't make it any easier. Sure, you'll find the pieces okay, but the real challenge comes from actually getting to the pieces. So, as I'm exploring, I come across this blue orb.
This is a nav chip. If you get 10 of these, you can program me to find a way to a different level.
Ah, okay, so when I collect enough of these, I'll be able to find the path that'll take me to the next level on the map. That's pretty handy. While I make my way through this level, I'd like to take this time to compliment the very well done soundtrack. All of the songs in this game has this sort of rock and roll kind of sound to it, and it all sounds really nice. Seriously, listen to some of these songs. It's a very nice soundtrack, and I think it deserves some more attention. So we eventually get to the sumo wrestling arena, sitting in the middle of nowhere. Jimmy talks to this wrestler, and he...
I am the 3-time All-Star Sumo Champion, and you dare to approach me?
That's his voice?
Begin.
That's the voice they gave him.
Press the matching button.
Is this a joke?
and its
This is a
icon
joke.
is
Come on, guys,
inside
where's the hidden
indicated
cameras?
area.
So we play this wrestling minigame. I actually remember this minigame very well. I remember I would play this one minigame over and over when I was little. Sure, it's a simple press the matching buttons game, but I still quite liked it. Although I gotta say, the sound stream it makes when you press the right button is quite hilarious.
Installation of upgrade complete.
Great! Now I just need to find a racetrack to use it.
A racetrack, huh? Sounds familiar.
Jimmy, are you there? You should be passing some sort of racetrack by now in the...
Oh yeah, I thought that sounded familiar. Thanks, Jet. Off to the track. Alright, looks like someone's already set up to race. Awesome, let's just talk to him and...
Hey, buddy. Wanna race?
What? You are going to attack me?
No way, buddy. I just feel the need. The need. I bet you can't beat me around this track.
No, stop. Are you serious? That's his voice? That's just, I can't even joke about this. That is just terrible. But yeah, that's... I'm sorry. That's another problem with this game. The voice acting is laughably bad. Now, don't get me wrong, the main characters do a great job. Debbie Derryberry does a great job as Jimmy as always, and all the other characters from the show do a great job as well. But when the side characters pop up, the characters that were put there just for this game, that's when the voice acting takes a major nosedive. Whatever, we got a race minigame to complete, and thanks to our snazzy new cart, I'd say we got what it takes to- Oh, my ears! Okay, I can pull through this. Just gonna make this... what the heck is going on? I don't even know how to begin to describe the awfulness of this minigame. First of all, Guard for some reason decides to do this whenever he makes a turn, and I have no idea why. I'm tilting the analog stick ever so slightly, but he's still all like... I just don't get why this would be the case. Wait, what's that? Is that oil? They put oil puddles on this track? Are you kidding? How on earth am I supposed to see that? Because this area is so dark, I can't even see where these oil puddles are. Even with the brightness turned up all the way. Yeah, on my computer I can kinda see them, but on my TV, it's pretty much impossible. Second of all, this engine sound. What is that? No, seriously, what is that? Most engine sounds are all like... But instead, we get... I'm done. No, I'm done. No human being can beat this. I'm surprised a game developer actually looked at this and said, this is a good idea. I can't do this. I quit. I'm gonna spend my time somewhere else. Goodbye. Okay, lanterns. There's something I can handle. Got full of all these lanterns and the piece is mine. Nice, but wait. There's only 4 invention pieces. I need 5 in order to advance. So, does that mean I have to go do the... you know... So many frustrating tries later, I eventually win the race, and I get the last piece I need.
No.
When we enter the next level, chat warns us that an evil villain named the Ultra Ninja Lord is just ahead. I didn't explain this earlier because I couldn't find a good place to bring this up, but at some point in the first level, Jared explains that Calamitous is trying to find 3 idols, so he can harness their power to rule the world. Again, staying oh so faithful to the plot of the movie. That plan he had about melting Mount Everest? Yeah, that never happened. Anyway, our main goal for this game is to find these 3 idols before Calamitous does, and the Ultra Ninja Lord is guarding one of them. So we need to defeat him to get the first idol. So, let's make our way over there so we can- ninjas! Get away from me! Here, take all my money, just don't beat me up! We get a couple puzzles to solve, which are admittedly very well designed. The first puzzle is kinda annoying, but not because it's hard or anything, but because Goddard won't shut up.
The map on the floor will show the magnetic curves in the
But once you get past that puzzle, the rest of the puzzles in the game are very well done. There were many puzzles that had me scratching my head throughout the game. But let's get back to finding these pieces while we admire the wonderful level design. Oh wait, I can't remember because I can't see anything! What do I do? Where do I go? What? Did you see that? I didn't even see that ninja. He just got a cheap hit on me because of the darkness of this level. That's not fair. This game is really starting to test my patience. So we eventually find all the pieces and use the invention to chop down the door, or not. So we enter the dojo and come face to face with the Ultra Ninja Lord himself. What?
So, you have come to get the idol, have you? Professor Calamitous warned me about you.
No. No. It can't be. I have to fight my favorite Jimmy Neutron character. I don't believe it. After all we've been through, all the laughs he's given us, all the memories, his random quotes, his obsession with Ultra Lords, his awesome spin-off show that nobody liked for some reason. It's going to be hard. Very hard. I hope you'll understand, Sheen, that I'm only doing this because of how awesome you are. I can't stand to see you suffer like this. It's better this way. I have to... will you stop? Stop following me! Hit him! Hit him! Hit him! Oh my gosh, hit him already! There! Dead! Jeez!
Well, Goddard, we made it up here and got past Sheen.
Yeah, where is Sheen? Is he alright? I mean, I know I raged at him a little, but I still want to know if he's okay. You gonna show him? No? Okay then. So Jimmy gets the first idol, but Calamitous shows up to steal it. Luckily, Goddard stops him from getting away, as well as stopping him from doing whatever the heck this switch does. And so, the first idol is in hand. We set off to the next level in order to find the other two... wait, what's that say? You need 10 nav chips to enter this level. Nav chips? You mean those things that let me find the end of the level pad? Hold on, I remember Goddard saying...
If you get 10 of these, you can program me to find a way to a different level.
Find a way to the end of the level. I mean, he didn't say, program to unlock the next level. In fact, let's read the instruction manual really quick, just to be sure, Let's take a quick look here. I mean, it can't be. It can't be. That'll just be stupid. Come on, man. It can't be what he... Nav chips. When Jimmy collects enough nav chips, he can warp to the next level. Without enough nav chips, Jimmy won't be able to move on in his quest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This has been a pretty frustrating game so far. I mean, I'm seriously considering ending this review right here and now. You're telling me that if I want to keep playing this game, I have to go back to these incredibly frustrating levels and find enough of these little nav chips so I can unlock the next level. And it doesn't tell me how many nav chips I'm missing or how many I have, so I don't even know how close I am to unlocking the next level. It was by this point when I started to ask myself, is it really worth it? Do I really want to go through the trouble of getting these nav chips so I can keep playing this game? No, I don't. But here's the thing. I got really, really lucky here. It turns out I only needed one more nav chip in order to advance. I remembered the location of one, so I went back and got it, and when I did, the level was unlocked. So here's the deal. I'm gonna try one more level to see if this game gets any better. One more. If it does, I'll keep playing until the end. If it doesn't, I'll just end this review right here and now. So, let's have a look. Oh. Oh, this is already a good sign. I think I can see even less in this level than in the previous one.
Here, boy.
Oh. Oh? I can see. I can see!
Make your way up to the volcano. There's a path through
Look,
the jungle.
even Jet is easier to see.
Unfortunately, it stops right in a cannibal village.
Sorry, what?
Cannibal village.
Cannibal Village.
Keep an eye out. They look kind of hungry and might want a snack.
So, just to make it perfectly clear, we're about to enter a village of human-eating people. A village out to devour their own kind. People who will kill and eat Jimmy alive. Oh yeah. Oh, vision. Sweet, sweet vision. I can actually see the level design so I can appreciate it more. Look, that enemy just killed me, but I don't care, because I could actually see him. The death doesn't feel cheap. It actually felt warranted. Where was this level earlier? This is awesome!
Update complete.
Great. Now I just have to find a river to use it on.
Gee, I wonder where we can find a river to test this river raft on. I can't seem to think of a place to find a river. Hey, maybe those guys on that river boat can tell us where we can find a river. You know, Jimmy, for someone who walks around with the title Boy Genius, that wasn't a very genius comment you just made. So we get to this guy and he... Gah! That's what those enemies look like? My gosh, those eyes!
I am the gatekeeper. To get to the gate.
Oh boy, more of this fantastic voice acting. You know, I seriously wonder if all these guys were voiced by the exact same guy. Wouldn't that be funny? But now we got... Oh no, another vehicle section. Okay, let's get this over with. Oh. Oh. Oh! Engine sounds that don't make my ears bleed. Controls that are actually bearable to use. It's a miracle. It's a miracle! Do I even need to say anything about this? The controls are much better. Goddard doesn't spin around like a spastic weirdo, and I can actually see what's in front of me. This is just overall a better level than the first 3 levels combined. Let's hope it keeps this up though. We still have quite a ways to go, so this could change at any time.
The Gust Buster Fan. Hold the primary fire button to blow back projectiles, move platforms, and slow enemies.
Slow down enemies. So after a really lengthy platforming section and some more puzzles, we eventually get to this village.
Clever boys.
And by clever, you mean you just walked right up to them and got yourself kidnapped. Or rather, let yourself get kidnapped. Why didn't you just shoot them with your ray gun? That's what we did with all the other villagers. So anyway, this guy is mad because he thinks Jimmy upset the volcano gods or something. The volcano starts erupting, and Jimmy decides to help the tribe's people out. We solve one more puzzle to get this last invention piece, and Jimmy makes a force field to protect the village from the volcano. Well, wasn't that nice, ending this level on a high note? I mean, that's really nice, Jimmy. I'm really glad you just... And you just killed about 15 people. So we then somehow magically teleport to the volcano that was like 500 miles away from the village we were just in.
Jimmy, inside, calamitous, top,
Okay, it's kind of hard to see because of all the static, but
Come on, boy.
what's with Jet's face here? Duh. After some more platforming, a really frustrating challenge where you have to protect Goddard, a fun little minecart section, and this completely necessary hint from Jet.
You have to get into the crater and get the idol before he does.
Oh, really? We get to the end of the level. And that brings us to the second boss fight with the Fire Queen, who is Miss Fowl. This boss fight is actually really enjoyable. It's probably my favorite boss in the game, to be perfectly honest. All you gotta do is turn the propellers to open the gate, move Miss Val's fiery button to the other, and doing that 3 times defeats her. But, just like Sheen, there is no sight or mention of her after defeating her. What happened? Is she back to normal? Did putting out her fire kill her? I don't know! But regardless, Professor Calamitous shows up to crash the party. Oh, man! Oh, that was painful. No. That didn't just hit Calamitous. That blast went right through his head. Jeez, Jimmy, that's pretty brutal.
You've got the second idol. Just one more to go and maybe
Yeah,
we can
okay,
fix this whole
Jet,
mess.
you still have that
You have to
very
make your way to the
derpish looking
resting
face
place
going
of the
on. I
flight.
mean,
It's in
you're
a
gonna fix
submerged
that
area.
anytime. There we go. So we then arrive at my favorite level of the entire game. Holy cow, I love this level. And to be honest, I really don't know why. It's probably because everything you do in this level, for the most part, is very enjoyable. There is this fishing minigame, which is kinda boring, but other than that though, I really enjoyed this level. There's a challenge where you have to play as Goddard for a little bit, some nice platforming challenges, and a really fun turret section. And the entire level as a whole is a lot of fun to explore, which is a very good thing for a game that requires you to explore and refine these invention pieces. Man, this game has been really enjoyable so far. I know I said it could get worse at any time, but how the game has been so far, I don't see how it could possibly— oh. Right. This level. So we get to the submarine level, which is kinda boring. There's this mini-boss with this giant squid, which is kinda cool, and there are 1 or 2 tricky sections that are kinda fun, but other than that, this level is just boring. Why? Well, let me sum it up like this. You pretty much do this throughout the entire level. And we arrive at the 3rd boss. So, who's guarding the final idol of the game? Well, it should be totally obvious. The final character that we'll have to fight is clearly going to be the oh-so-lovable Carl Cindy. What? You mean Carl isn't in this game at all? He's the final member of the main Jimmy Neutron trio. How can you leave him out of this game? Oh, what's that? You're gonna have your dog chase us throughout the entire fight? Gee, that sounds fun. So, I haven't brought this up in a while, but now that we've reached this fight, I think now would be a good time to talk about this. Jimmy's jumping controls. I don't want to say they're awful, but they're very annoying to use. First of all, Jimmy doesn't jump very high, so you can't get across very large gaps. Okay, so just jump across gaps that aren't that big, right? But even that can be a bit of a problem, because Jimmy's jump is a bit stiff. Let's go back to the jungle level for a second. Notice how close this platform is? Now, if the jumping controls were well done, I could make that jump with no problems. But because his jump is so stiff, I end up missing the platform entirely. Second of all, there's also a bit of a delay when you press the X button. When you press it, it takes Jimmy a nanosecond or 2 before he actually reacts to your button press. This can make trying to jump onto things like moving platforms a bit of a pain, and in a platformer game, that's not a good thing. And nowhere is this more noticeable than in this boss fight. In this fight, you're constantly having to jump from platform to platform, and if you fall in the gutter, it's instant death. I just keep dying, and half the time I feel like it's not even my fault. But eventually, I do finally defeat Cindy and her weird Aqua Dog, and as usual, Calamitous shows up to try to take the idol. Only this time, he's 1 step ahead of our big-brained hero, and knocks him out, and takes all 3 of the idols from Jimmy while he's unconscious. The future of the world is looking bleak, but luckily Jet finally figured out where he's being held captive, and tells Jimmy that him and Calamitous are on a space station. Our final task is to get enough invention pieces to make a rocket so we can reach Calamitous and defeat him once and for all. And my gosh, does it take forever to get that done. This level is so long that it gets to the point where it becomes more tedious rather than fun. So, I'm just gonna skip it. It's annoying, just trust me. Okay, only got one more piece to go. Awesome, almost done.
This looks like where I can use this stuff, but I don't think I have everything I need. This looks like where I can use this stuff, but I don't think I have everything I need. Where I can use this stuff, but I don't think I have everything I need. I think I have everything I need.
Okay, we're ready.
We haven't got enough for anything here, Goddard.
Or not.
We're gonna have to figure this out on the way down.
What? No, Jimmy, you still have so much to live for! Oh,
Goddard,
never mind. So we have our final main level before the boss. We got hoverboard down this canyon to get the remaining pieces. Now, to be fair, the controls for the hoverboard aren't the best. Jimmy turns very spastically, and he tends to climb up walls a lot. But, I will admit, this level is kinda fun. It feels kinda tense and action-packed as you try to hit these robots to get the invention pieces. It's really nice, I like it. If you can get past the bad controls, you may actually enjoy this level.
Sorry, would love to stay, but...
Okay, stop. What are you doing?
Got a blast!
What? What was even the point of that weird voice you just did? What? Badly animated Earth! So Jimmy arrives at the space station, Calamitous monologues for a bit, and he reveals his— oh my gosh, what is that? Jimmy can't take on this robot by himself. He needs to make his own robot. And the only way to do that is to get the idols back. You go through a set of challenges, which requires you to use all of the weapons that you've unlocked throughout the game, which is really epic. I love it when games do things like that. Jimmy gets the idols back and makes his robot. And so, we begin the actual fight, which is really difficult. What you gotta do is shoot bubblegum at Calamitous' robot to get his gear sticky, thus causing him to break down. But because he attacks so often, it's hard to get any good hits on him, because by the time you finally get a good aim on him, he starts attacking again. The third phase is when the fight starts to get interesting. The robot is all like, and shoots bombs everywhere, which is tricky to avoid but not annoying. Although I did get kinda stuck here. Whenever I shoot my bubblegum bullets, he ends up shaking the bubblegum off of him. And no matter how fast I shoot, he just keeps shaking it off. This is pretty hard. That is until I found out all you had to do was this. And with that, Calamitous is defeated. Oh hey, I think I found out where they got all their scenes for the trailer. Calamitous saying,
Blast you, Neutron.
check. Jet and Jimmy running away from explosions? Check. Jet and Jimmy taking off in the rocket as Jimmy says,
Got a jet!
check. Jet doing whatever the heck this is? Check. And finally, the space station exploding? Check. Alright, looks like we got to see a good half of this game's trailer.
By attaching the idols to the virtual world reproduction machine, I should have enough power to change Retroville back to normal.
Okay, that doesn't actually happen, but Jimmy hooks the idols up to the machine, somehow, and Retroville returns to normal. And with that, the game's over. This game. How do I conclude this review? Well, for starters, most of the game is quite enjoyable. My favorite part of the game is probably the middle part after you beat Sheen. It fixed most of the issues that the first few levels had in just a matter of seconds. Better lighting, better controls, and better challenges. However, when you get to the Cindy boss battle, the quality starts to decline a bit. Not because it gets harder, but because the levels that follow is so long. It's ridiculous how long this level is. Not to mention the bad controls really starts to slap you in the face by that point. And of course, we have the bad voice acting. My gosh, it's hilarious how bad these side characters' voices are. I seriously want to know who these people are that voice these guys. In fact, let's find out right now. We got the credits right here, so... Oh, you've gotta be kidding. Most of these guys were voiced by the exact same guy? Seriously? Wow, that explains everything. Now, although there may be a lot of bad stuff in this game, there are also a lot of good things. I like most of the levels, I like the music, I like the challenges and puzzles. There's a lot of good things about this game. So, would I recommend you get it? It's hard to say, really. The bad things and good things in this game are sort of 50-50. I would say, if it's your first time playing, you might not like this game a whole lot at the start. But, if you can get past the first boss battle, you'll start to enjoy it more. But that's just from my personal experience. I'll leave the decision up to you. If this looks like your kind of game, then go ahead and check it out. But if you don't think you can get past the problems that this game has, then you should probably skip this one. Overall, I'd say this was a pretty good game. It has its flaws, but I still enjoyed it. And so, this marks the end of my 4-year anniversary special. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making videos for you guys these past 4 years, and I look forward to another year of doing this. Thanks for watching my content for all this time, and I hope you will continue to support me in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. See you later, everyone. Ah! Oh dear. Let's not break the camera, shall we?